I do think it's weird. It's like, as long as he's saying something against gay people, LGBTQ, he didn't say anything about LGBTQ. It was implied. Don't be stupid. Don't act stupid. Because you will want somebody to understand what someone is talking about when they're talking about you, wouldn't you? It's like weird. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here. It's overcast today. We are down here. I have two things to talk about today. So we're going to do two separate videos. Or I might do one. It depends. We'll see. We'll do two separate videos. So I want to talk about DaBaby and what happened at Rolling Loud. Everybody is talking about it. And I wanted to just talk about it and give my opinion on it. So, if you don't know, Rolling Loud was over the weekend. It is a festival in Miami. And it's very exciting. And, everybody's excited because we are in the middle, or, I don't know when the global panorama is going to be over. But we are in a panorama and the people are still going out in the thousands, to go see their favorite rapper. At the concert, DaBaby, he came out and I don't know, in between his set or whatever, I don't know what he was doing, but he basically said he was doing a call to action, right? And typically call to actions are inclusive, positive, uplifting, something to bring the crowd up, to bring the energy up in the room. That's typically what call to actions are, right? Put your lighters up if you got $100 in your pocket, right? Put your dollars up if you gonna get fucked tonight, right? Put your dollars up if you put your phones up, put your lighters up if you a bad bitch, right? It's to bring up the crowd, right? So this is what DaBaby said on his call to action. I figure it's the first thing that comes to mind. The question remains is, why were these things right here? In order to come up for you to say that to a crowd of thousands of people. He said, here actually, I have it here.
With HIV, AIDS, any of the deadly sexually transmitted diseases.
Okay, here we go.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of the deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the up. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the up. Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the up.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
I'm gonna address this weak ass internet shit one time. I'm gonna get back to giving my love to my fans. See what I'm saying? Because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you niggas on the internet or you bitter bitches on the internet. It's not y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip from their goddamn crib on their phone. It just don't work like that. Like, because regardless of what you motherfuckers talking about, how they...
Wait a minute. He's also said, because that was what he came out and said afterwards. Hold on, I want to play what else he said. I just want to play everything so that you could just hear what he said. So weird.
Went up gay or straight, you want to know why? The lights went up gay or straight, you want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS, stupid ass niggas. They don't got AIDS. My gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no nasty gay niggas. See what I'm saying? They ain't no junkies. You know what I'm saying? On the street. The hell you talking about, nigga? Then I said, if you ain't suck dick in the Rolling Loud parking lot, put your cell phone light up. You know what my gay fans did? Put that motherfucking light up, nigga.
Look how short his arm is.
And they ain't got niggas. They ain't
Come on, put
going
your
for that. They
lighters
got
up.
class, nigga. They ain't sucking no dick in no parking lot, nigga. You gotta get a room, nigga. A good one, 5-star hotel for them niggas. Or goddamn, yeah, you gotta wait till they go to the crib, nigga. They ain't just gonna be out here just doing no anything. Yeah, if they a fan of me, they on some big dog shit. We ain't just going for nothing. You know, even my gay fans got standards. Y'all nigga tripping. Y'all bringing negative attention and energy upon yourselves, and the ones that's doing it is people who didn't even attend the show. So this shit don't concern.
It don't concern you because you weren't there. So only you wouldn't understand because you weren't at the live show. Let me just say this, okay? Because I'm not gonna play this game out here. This is just another example for my file folder and how men, straight black men, how they behave, what their feelings are. We don't understand why you would say something like that. Why were those the things on your mind? Why? But then it's like the baby is like of such low character, and it's weird because so many people are like, oh, he's just saying how he feels. That's what you're thinking about in the middle of a concert where you're supposed to be getting people hyped up. And then even the DJ is like, some of you niggas is suspect. Okay, niggas, fellas, if you ain't in the parking lot sucking dick, why are you thinking about niggas sucking dick in the parking lot? Why is that the call? Why is that on your brain? And to me, I just feel like it's just another example. Like last week, he embarrassed those two little black boys on his platform, trying to say that he was teaching them a lesson, and I just have so many thoughts about it because it's just like the amount of stupidity, the amount of ignorance, the amount of homophobia. Oh, he wasn't specific when he was talking about HIV. Okay, so we're not going to play these dumb games, right? We're not going to play these stupid games where you act like you don't know what he was talking about. Everyone knows there is a stigma of HIV, and AIDS is a male gay disease or virus, right? Everybody knows that. The fact that people are acting willfully stupid and in an effort to, I guess, support this man's message, right? Because that's why you would defend him, right? Because what are you defending? Because he said something that in the crowd that I saw, I guarantee you there were a few people in that crowd of thousands of people who had HIV. And based on the statistics, the majority of them are probably black women. But why would you say that at a concert, right? I don't think that there are some people who are living with HIV, and there are some people who just found out they have HIV and they're coming into grips on how they're going to live their life. You don't know if they bought a ticket to Rolling Loud to be like, listen, I need to get away. I just got my status. It was positive. I just need to get away. And let's go to Rolling Loud. Let's have some fun. We've been you understand what I'm saying? What about those people? And why would you say something like that and then come back with niggas in the parking lot sucking dick, and then ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone, light them up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. Keep it real. Any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks. Why would you even speak the word death at a celebration, a music festival? Like, it's just weird. And to me, it just goes into the evidence that straight black men, one, they have a weird preoccupation with homosexuality, specifically between men. They love, lesbians and bisexual girls because they know that it could possibly benefit them. But then there's this curiosity. That's what it seems like to me. I don't think it's like you're obsessed, but I think it teeters on curiosity. I think there is something that a lot of these straight black men are curious about. I've always deduced a straight man who is preoccupied with homosexuality as someone who is curious. I have. I think it just goes into this file folder of straight black men not having empathy. No empathy. Where is your empathy? Like, why are you thinking about, if you don't have a disease that will kill you in 2 weeks, put your lighters in the air. What about the person who is there who just got word that they are only going to live for 14 more days? What about that person? Never mind the HIV people, but what about the people who are actually going to die? They have some terminal illness that don't even have anything to do with HIV, because people aren't dying from HIV. They're actually living with HIV. And they're not just gay people. And we know that the majority of cases are in the South, and the majority of the cases are black women, new cases of HIV. People are infected with HIV. So it's like, and then T.I. comes out and says, if Lil Nas X can kick his shit in peace, so should the baby, hashtag shrugging hashtag, and emoji, and equality hashtag. So basically what T.I. is saying. Now, first of all, let's step back from this. A man of low character comes out to defend a man of low character, right? So it's on par, right? It's also on par with my theory that there's no culture of accountability. There's no way that anyone should have came out and co-signed what he said. But when you look at who co-signed what he said, this is a homophobic, misogynistic, predator, and accused of sexual assault, and also accused of trafficking people. So whatever he says means absolutely nothing. Remember, broken clocks. Today he was wrong. What it sounded like T.I. was saying was, if you can be gay in public, then I can be homophobic, or we should be able to be homophobic in public, right? That's basically what he's saying, because Lil Nas X's performance, and that also goes into, clearly, T.I. thought he was talking about homosexuality as well, because why would you inject Lil Nas X, who is a gay black man who is hitting the charts, who is not feminine, and who looks like the rest of y'all? Y'all have a problem with that kid. But that's another story for another day. But it also goes into the fact that there is a curiosity there. Because why in the world would you inject a kid, I was going to call him a child, but why would you inject a kid that has nothing to do with this into this argument? If basically you're saying, because he's not ostracizing any person, he's not excluding people, he's just talking about whatever the hell he wants to talk about, and y'all hate it. So basically what he's saying, if you can be gay in public and you can be equality, that's what equality looks like in the mind of someone like T.I. Remember, T.I. was the one that said he wanted to go to the doctor to get his daughter's hymen checked to ensure that she was a virgin, right? But celebrated his child, who was 14 or 15 at the time, male child, of having sex, right? Because he knows that something is going to be wrong with her once she comes in contact with a male, even though he's raising the same type of boy, right, to be a male that he's trying to keep his daughters from, right? So that's the type of person who comes out and co-signs your message is T.I., right? T.I. should be worried about what's going on with him, the LAPD investigating him and Tiny. That's what he should be worried about. But for some reason, you are preoccupied with the idea that if Lil Nas can kick his shit, then the baby should be able to be homophobic on stage, on this platform. So we can see that the baby is using his platform to embarrass little black boys, right? Ostracizing people who have HIV and AIDS, right? And then this thing with sucking dick in the parking lot, like everybody else said, I figure, why is that so specific? A lot of people want to know why were these things on his mind. I'm not even like, there's no reason for me to get upset about anything like this, because this is the expectation, right? You get on stage, you do some dumb shit, say some dumb shit, you will have black men and women supporting your message because it's against gay people, right? I bet that if the known colorist, the baby, got on stage and said, put your cell phone lights up if you ain't dark skinned. Put your cell phone lights up if you a yellow bone, because you know that's what we want. And can you imagine being that woman who is actually incubating the spawn of that disgusting example of a man? Can you imagine sitting at home with that person's child in your womb, and he's on stage, right, saying these things? He's on the street embarrassing little black boys and lying on them, to the point where other people on large platforms are calling these kids scammers and finessers, and y'all believed the grown man. And then he gets on stage and says whatever the hell he says. And then not only that, you have somebody like T.I., someone of the character of T.I., coming out to support you. So it just is the entire message. Funky Dinero, a lot of people are just like, I'm done with supporting straight black men, because to Funky Dinero's point, when it's time, when y'all become a hashtag, then y'all want the support of the people that you ostracize, marginalize, oppress, and disrespect. Because the people who are creating these organizations are typically cisgender lesbians, right? Or transgender women. These are the people who are creating organizations so that when you become a hashtag, everybody is screaming into microphones for you. But when you get an opportunity, people of the likes of T.I. and the baby get on stage and spew latent hatred. To me, it's hatred. You're on stage. Why is death and a virus, why is that on your mind as a call out? You are a professional. You've been doing this for a long time. Why is that on your brain? But this is what it is. And a lot of people are just done with this, because this is the thanks that you get. And, you know, like I said, I've been done. Y'all say this and that about how I feel, but I have so much evidence to support why, for me, that being in proximity to this type of person and that energy is not good for my overall well-being. So I remain at home, drinking my tea, doing a back bend, stretching, watching whatever the fuck I want to watch on Netflix. I'm not concerning myself, because the problems within our community, the people need to fix it. And the women coming out saying things, oh, he could say what he wants to say. He could say what he wants to say. The baby would slap you. He would slap you. T.I. would drug you. T.I. would assault you, right? You have to think about when you step up, because you're now saying, okay, I want to, whatever the baby's saying, he could say that. It's freedom of speech. And it's also freedom of speech for us to come out and say, hey, we don't like that he said that. We think it's disgusting. It's disrespectful. And that's just what it is. There's no reason for me to get riled up and angry. Look at the character of the men. And then look at the people. Whatever digital space that you occupy, look at the people and look at how they're commenting on what he said and where they stand. So you will know, because I want you to be homophobic. I want you to show who you are. I want to see your face. Male, female, non-binary, I want to see your face. If you are homophobic, if you are racist, if you are misogynist, if you hate women, I want to know. It's better that I know who you are than not know who you are. Right? So be mindful in the digital spaces that you are in, and look at the people. Look at your network of people and listen to how they are agreeing with or not agreeing with all of these events and how they come together. He wasn't specific in gender. Even T.I. assumed that he's talking about homosexuality, right? Because it's niggas in the parking lot sucking dick. Fellas, if you ain't in the parking lot sucking dick, are you saying that you got your dick sucked in the parking lot and you're not sure and you think maybe you have HIV? Is that what's going on? Maybe. I'm like, well, why was that on your brain? And there's a lot of people who, I don't know how there's so many people that still support him, because of he's hit people, he's been accused of all these things. His character is just low. I don't care how much money he has. His character, he is what I consider low value, right? You have low values. You have you just low, just low. And that's all. I feel like I have more to say, because I could really talk shit. But it is sad. Somebody said, it's tragic how we as Black LGBTQIA people maintain this unhealthy cycle of defending those who subject us to harmful behavior. It's like being in an abusive relationship where we get beaten for acceptance, but are truly victimized by our own denial. It's sad. And like this man said here, I relate to that as a Black woman. I feel like there is an abusive relationship between Black women and Black men, straight Black men. There's no empathy there. I just read a letter the other day that just broke it all down. And these examples of these men who support each other. Look at who is supporting. Look at T.I. And you guys let me know what you think, right? He wasn't specific in the HIV/AIDS comment, but then he went on to talk about men sucking dick in the parking lot. And then his DJ said, some of you niggas are suspect. So if you use deductive reasoning, you would be able to say, he's probably talking or directing this to gay people. Then he comes out and says, my gay fans don't have HIV. What? It gets even stupider. And then, like I said, there's a lot of women talking, he could say what he want to say. But had he come out and said, if you ain't dark skinned, put your hand in the air. All you dark skinned bitches, Turn your cell phone lights off. I only want to see the lights of the yellow bones. Y'all would have been up in arms. Y'all would have been up in arms. Trust me. Y'all would have been up in arms. But because his target is not you, and you have some latent homophobia residing and encoded in your DNA, yeah, that you haven't deprogrammed yourself. Because another point is that I keep making, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, is that there are people who uphold 4 things that are the tenets of the illusion of white supremacy. And that is being male. That is being heterosexual. That is being white. And that is being Christian. Those are the tenets of the illusion of white supremacy. And straight black men do a great job. The collective, most. Okay? I'm tired. That's another thing. I'm tired of saying some. It's most. And if you are a part of the not alls, you are not doing enough to change it. You are not holding the most of you accountable, right? At the end of the day, I am a woman. Things that concern straight black men, they are going to have to work together and get those things straightened out. I have nothing to do with that. That does not concern me. It doesn't concern me. Anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. This is longer than I thought. Peace.